A lot has been made about camping in Vigor, especially this last season. As we come to the end of this season, Season 7, where they did implement some anti-camping mechanics, I just want to discuss whether or not camping is actually a big deal in Vigor, whether it's something that actually needs to be addressed. Before we jump into it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm X1 the Gamer. We're doing all Vigor content all the time. I do stream Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, so make sure you hit the notification bell and be informed when we go live. Okay, so camping is a tactic where a player obtains an advantageous strategic position, which may be a discrete place which is unlikely to be searched, such as a bush, a cliff, a house. Doesn't matter, but it basically means that you're sitting there for a long time in the game, just waiting to get kills. Now, among many players, particularly in team deathmatch games such as, for instance, Call of Duty, camping is considered very similar to cheating. And the reason is because you're taking a player away from the map, you're not able to get kills, he's just sitting there, he's static. And so in these team deathmatch type of games, such as, again, Call of Duty, camping is really frowned upon and seen as a way of cheating, essentially. It's not technically cheating, but it is seen as an abuse of the game and the way the game is laid out. Indeed, those games encourage you to run around and get kills and be killed. And so the question is this mechanic of camping a problem in Vigor? Is it preventing Vigor from reaching new heights? Is it diminishing the experience of players in encounters when other players camp? I submit to you that it does not. I submit to you that it is not an issue. I don't think that it hurts the game at all. In fact, I think camping in Vigor actually in some cases enhances the game. Now you might be saying to yourself, X1, you are wrong in getting mad and throwing your controller at the screen right now, but hear me out. Let me go through why I don't think camping is a big deal, why I don't think it's a huge issue inside of Vigor. Indeed, why I think it's actually kind of a necessary mechanic in a game like Vigor, similar to, I think camping is a necessary mechanic in a game like Escape from Tarkov. Any of these high-intensity looter, shooter, survival games, I think camping is just a legitimate part of gameplay. Now, I don't think it's the best tactic in the game, not at all. I don't think you're rewarded for camping more than you are for being more aggressive and going out and getting kills, or going for loot drops, or going for locked containers, or barred house, or safe, or anything like that. Camping is not. Camping is a chance that you're taking that someone's going to walk past wherever you're trying to camp, and they won't notice you, and you'll be able to get the kill and hopefully get some loot. But that's all that it is. It's a prayer and a wish, essentially. It's not a mechanic that advantageously gives someone more reward for camping. Therefore, I actually think that the anti-camping mechanics are not needed in Vigor. So let's go over it. There are 3 reasons I don't think that Vigor camping is a big deal. The first is that it makes the game intense. That's right, I said camping makes the game intense. Imagine this, as many of us have experienced it, but imagine it if you've not yet experienced it. You go for radio tower, you go for radio signal, you go for a airdrop, you go for a locked container, and as you're mindlessly running up to it to get it, boom, you're sniped, you're killed by someone who is camping that location. That's what makes this game so intense. The fact that you don't know at any time in any place if someone is looking at you, if someone is camping you, if someone is going to kill you. That's part of what makes Vigor so good. You have to be aware of your surroundings, and if you're not, you're going to get killed. And camping adds to that. Camping is just a strategy that players use to try to take advantage of different points of interest on the map. I think actually by implementing anti-camping tactics, you have taken away a little bit of that intensity that makes Vigor so good for me. Camping helps to make Vigor a more intense game. Indeed, in any of these survival shooter looter games like Vigor, like Escape from Tarkov, and I can go down the list, Hunt Showdown, it doesn't matter. Camping actually, I think, helps to make games intense. You have to be aware of your surroundings. You have to be aware of where people might be camping from. Check it, make sure you're clear, then go for the point of interest. Then go for the radio signal, the radio tower, the jammer, whatever it is that you're trying to go for in the map. I think camping helps make games more intense. That's reason number 1, that I don't think camping is an issue. Reason number 2, I do not feel that camping is an issue in Vigor, is that it is a vital element of real fighting. If we're going for realism here, right? And I don't think that Vigor is going for super hyper realism, but there is a realistic element to Vigor. We're in this dystopian universe of of Norway where 1980s, right, 1990s, where everything has gone wrong and we're just trying to survive and we're trying to get materials to bring back to our shelter so that we can survive this dystopian universe. Well, guess what? If you were in real life, camping would be an actual legitimate way to fight. It's real. It's a vital element. People don't run around like they do in Call of Duty, just aimlessly shooting people because they know they're going to get a revive. No, people take their time. They camp, they sit, and they wait. And they observe, and then they go for the kill. And that's a vital element of realism, in my mind, that camping brings to Vigor. Now, keep in mind, when I'm saying this, not everybody's camping in a game. I would say maybe one person per game camps, if that. I doubt that that's even that high of a statistic. One person every other game camps. Now, if everybody in the game camped, it'd be a very boring game. I'm not advocating that everybody should camp at all. What I am saying is that for certain people, it's a legitimate strategy, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. Indeed, my point number 2 is that it is a vital element of real fighting, and I think it brings that vital element to the game when you allow camping to happen inside of Vigor. Reason number 3 that I don't think camping is an issue inside Vigor is that if I get camped, it's my fault. That's right, I said it. If you get camped and you get pissed off that someone killed you because they were camping, it's not their fault. It's your fault. Why is it your fault, you might ask? They're cheating, you might say. Well, no, they're not. They're using what, in my mind, is a vital element of real fighting. They're using what, in my mind, is a legitimate strategy. And if you're not aware enough, if you don't know the map well enough to be aware that someone might be camping at this location, that's your fault. If you don't take the time to look at your surroundings, to be aware of your surroundings, and you get killed by a camper, again, that's your fault. If you're headed for an exit and you're extracting and someone is sitting there waiting for you, you see the crows go up and you don't pay attention and you get camp sniped, then that's your fault. Now let's talk about exit camping real quick. Exit camping, I didn't feel at the time it was an issue either, but I do like the crows that were implemented for exit camping to discourage exit camping. It doesn't prevent exit camping. You can still exit camp, but at least that makes the other player aware that, hey, there's someone in this vicinity, crows go up. I think that's actually a decent mechanic in the game. All in all, I don't think that camping is a big issue in this game. Now, I know I'm going to have my detractors, and I know this isn't the most popular opinion in the world. However, I really don't think it's an issue. Indeed, I think it makes the game more intense. I think it's a vital element of real fighting, and I think if I get camped, it's my fault, and that makes the game better. You need to be aware in this game. In order to escape with loot, to get that reward, to overcome the risk, and get out with loot and beautiful, beautiful items to use for your shelter and XP to upgrade your battle pass. You need to be aware of your surroundings. You need to be aware of the map. You need to have map knowledge. You need to know that this is where people camp. That's where people camp. People might be on that building, that roof, in that bush. And if and when you are camped, take it as a chance and opportunity to learn, hey, that's where people camp sometimes. I need to be aware of that. And then guess what? Next time they won't be able to get you. I think camping ultimately helps make the game better. I think it makes it more intense. That's right. I think it helps to make the game better. I think it helps to make the game more intense. And I think actually Season 7 suffered with the anti-camping mechanic that was placed inside of it with the alarms going off and stuff like that. I think ultimately, I think the developers know this as well. They're taking it away. So that's just my opinion. I want to know what you think. Tell me what I got wrong here. Why is camping bad? Let me know in the comments below. Or what do you agree with what I said here? Again, let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Season 8 is almost here. I'm very excited, and I'll see you guys next time.